This skate shop threw out a whole bunch of Yuto Horigome SB Dunks because they got soaked by Hurricane Hillary. And this skate shop in Hawaii needs you to land a kickflip in order to be eligible to buy the same dunks. Footlocker stocks have been plummeting. A judge has granted Nike's motion in their lawsuit against StockX. After lots of delays with the Supreme SB Dunks, they are coming next week. All these stories and much more in this week's Sneaker Wrap. Hello everybody, it is me, Jordan Young, blah blah blah. Subscribe, like, fart. Let's just quickly get into this week's biggest sneaker releases. You guys over in the USA had the big Kobe restock. Mamba Day, the 24th of the 8th, brought about a whole slew of really cool protros, including one of the best Kobes of all time, the Grinches. Did you guys come up on any of these Kobes? If you did, let me know. There were also the Maniere New Balance 610s, the Jordan 1 Low OG Atmosphere Grays, which I did a review on yesterday that you guys should definitely check out. And today we had the Jordan 1 High Union Beffy's Beauty Supply and the Jordan 4 Women's Frozen Moments. Did you guys come up on anything this week? Feel free to let me know. Hurricane Hillary destroyed these Yuto SB Dunks, or at least soaked them. You guys might have seen the footage of the skate store which was flooded during the hurricane, and what aroused so much of the attention is this skate store was sitting on pairs of the very much anticipated upcoming Yuto Horigome SBs. Now, because the sneakers sustained some pretty solid damage, a lot of speculation was out there as to what the sneaker store were going to do with them. Suffice to say, their DMs were flooded with people offering to buy the soaked sneakers.
I just want to say basically a big fuck you to all these fucking idiots that are hitting us up to buy fucking shoes.
And putting all the rumors to rest by saying that they were just going to throw them out.
Like, don't come asking me or anybody else about fucking wet ass shoes. We're not selling them, we're throwing them the fuck out.
I definitely think these sneakers weren't beyond repair and were probably worthy of salvation and could certainly be put to better use other than just throwing them out. I mean, you could donate these.
Throwing them the fuck out.
The suspicion is, of course, these were never going to be thrown out. In fact, they were probably just going to be dried out and then backdoored. What do you guys think about this? The Yuto Horigome Dunks are the subject of this next story, where a skate shop in Hawaii posted on their Instagram that if you want to buy these SBs, you need to be able to land a kickflip. I was actually tagged in another post by a Melbourne-based skate shop who have instituted a similar set of criteria for people wanting to cop these kicks. Now, this has sparked a little bit of online debate around the gatekeeping around sneakers. Now, of course, it's the prerogative of any of these stores to sell the shoes in whichever manner they see fit, but a lot of people are pointing to this gatekeeping as nothing more than marketing and stuntery, because after all, there are going to be a lot of genuine skaters out there that are going to miss out on this. But on the flip side, what these stores are trying to do is get these SBs into the hands of people that are going to use them for skating. What do you guys think about this situation? Now, one more story on the Yuto Dunks, and this one comes directly from Nike SB's own Instagram account. They made a post announcing the drop of the Yutos in select skate stores, and were seemingly trying to be sympathetic, although it came across as a whole gaslight when they said, don't worry if you missed out on the Yutos today, because you can miss out on them again when they drop on the sneakers app on the 29th. Now, this amount of savagery is kind of funny and shows a lot of self-awareness from Nike SB. But is this the type of trolling that we want from these companies, basically mocking us for even wanting to have a shot at these sneakers? Let me know. Yeezy hype is officially dead. Go online now, have a look around at some of the retailers that are carrying the recent Yeezy restock, and you can see so many models sitting in so many different sizes. A lot of these models have fallen off because they were trending 2, 3, 4 years ago, and without Ye being as conspicuously in the public eye, wearing these shoes, matching them with cool outfits and setting trends, it's of little wonder these styles have fallen off. Now, my question to you guys is, would you be interested in seeing a video documenting the rise and fall of Yeezy footwear? Let me know in the comments and I will be happy to put that together for you. On their latest earnings call, Footlocker announced that they are down 30% this quarter, and they are blaming you for the slump in sales. That's right, this fall in sales has been attributed to customer softness. So you guys need to harden up and get your butts down to Foot Locker so you can buy some 6 rings or some black Air Force Ones or some absolutely dead New Balance. I'm not being funny, but Foot Locker fell off years ago for me. They never have anything cool in stock, and the stuff that they do have in stock is about as mid as you could possibly hope for. And with the current economic climate and people not being so frivolous with their spending, it's a very little wonder that Foot Locker's stocks are down as well as their sales. We have an update with the Nike versus StockX legal battle. This case has gone a little bit cold in recent months, and of course centers around Nike's allegations that StockX have been selling fakes. In the past week, a judge has granted Nike's motion requesting that StockX produce exactly how many times fakes have been sold on the app. Nike, of course, are looking to establish grounds wherein their claims can be further supported. Now, this is quite an interesting case, and I'm quite happy to look into it in a little bit more depth. If you guys are interested, let me know, and I can put this on the videos to make list. Speaking of Nike lawsuits, we also saw this week a few developments in the Nike versus KIY kicks. You guys will remember this case wherein Nike have made allegations against Kool KIY for infringing on trademarks relating to the Jordan 1. Now, Sneaker Pages were quick to report that Kool KIY had taken the L and that he had to basically admit all wrongdoing as well as having his counterclaims against Nike rejected. It turns out that this particular story is in relation to David Weeks, who is one of the co-owners of Kool KIY kicks and not the main man himself. That particular case is still ongoing. This particular ruling, though, does result in an infringement ban for David Weeks. To be honest, it seems like it's only an inevitability before the same fate is met by the Kool KIY kicks owner, Nikwan Arvinger. What do you guys think about this? New Balance has now officially made it. They've jumped into the lawsuit arena Nike style by suing a company for ripping off one of their models. You pretty much know you've made it when big brands out there are copying your styles. And in this case, they're going after luxury fashion brand Golden Goose, who have even surreptitiously knocked off the whole name of the sneaker with their dad star. The sneaker style bears a striking resemblance to the entire New Balance 990 line, and even comes correct in the traditional New Balance gray. I think it's pretty interesting that New Balance have now made it to a point where other brands are copying them, and depending on whether or not they have established patents, this lawsuit is only going to go one way. What do you guys think? Michael Jordan's game-worn airships are going to be going back up for auction on the Sotheby's website. You guys might remember this pair, which sold in 2021 for a record $1.4 million. It's since then been toppled by a couple of sneakers, the recently sold game-worn Air Jordan 13 black and reds, and the Grammy performance-worn Air Yeezy 1 prototypes. I think it'll be quite interesting to see how much these sneakers go for, because it might give a little bit of a reflection how the top end of the market is operating in a set of circumstances quite different to 2021. I personally would be quite surprised if they went for much over the 1.4. I could see them going for a negligible amount over, and to be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised if they went under 1.4 million. What do you guys think? So let's talk about some upcoming kicks and some sneaker rumors. I want to start off with these. These are the next potential union collab with Nike. The Field General from 1982. They're kind of giving me Tom's sexual harassment vibes. And given the simplicity of the shoe, I don't know how much of a cool union spin they're going to be able to put on it. I kind of feel like union collabs have been falling off pretty much since their first one, to be honest. And picking this particular model, as classic and understated as it is, to me seems like a bit of an L. Maybe we just need a little bit less from them at the moment. Maybe they just need to have a little bit of a holiday. What do you guys think? Detailed looks of the Air Jordan 5 maniere in the white and blue colorway have surfaced, and I've got to say, these are looking good. I think these personally are way better than the black pair. They're definitely giving me that old school, early 90s nostalgic flavor. Clean, simple, they've streamlined them, made them a little bit leaner. Yellowing on the outsole, it's a W shoe. I am definitely liking these, and I would low-key put these right up there in terms of maniere collabs. In fact, I'd even rate these over the 4s. What do you guys think? Right, so let's talk about some of the sneakers coming out this week. On the 29th, you have the Nike Sneaker Zap release of the Yuto Dunks. Likely gonna be a draw. It's likely gonna be an L. On the same day, the 29th, you guys over in the States have the Burgundy 5s releasing. Now, those have been bricks over here in the UK, and I can imagine them being the same for you guys over in the US. Next week on September the 2nd, there are 2 huge sneakers. A couple of sneakers that a lot of people have been waiting the entire year for: the J Balvin Air Jordan 3s and the Air Jordan 1 High Palominos. A lot of people, including myself, really rate the J Balvin 3s, although to be fair, it is a pretty tried and tested recipe given how similar these are to the Manieres. And the Palomino, being a bread mocha, was always going to be a W, but those are 2 sneakers that I think are going to be high on everybody's hit list next week. Good luck copping, and let me know what you're going for in the comments. And that is it for another week. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and be sure to tune in for tomorrow's episode where I go over some of the most viral sneaker videos from short form content this past week. So I'll see you guys then. Take care for now, and peace.